Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the 5-Minute English Practice. I'm Jessica. I'm really glad you're here with us today. Today's topic is building a strong mindset, but we want to talk about it in a very honest way, through our own experiences, not advice from books or social media.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lisa. Thanks for listening. Because real strength doesn't usually look impressive from the outside.
Exactly. For me, the moment I realized my mindset wasn't as strong as I thought was during a period when everything looked fine on the surface, but inside, I felt exhausted all the time. I was doing what I thought I was supposed to do, working hard, staying busy, saying yes to everything. But every night I felt empty and anxious. I told myself to just be stronger, but that only made things worse.
I had a similar experience. Mine came after a big disappointment. Something I had worked toward for a long time didn't happen, and I felt like I had failed. Not just at that goal, but as a person.
That feeling of failure can be so heavy.
It was. I remember sitting alone one evening thinking, if I were stronger, this wouldn't hurt so much. But the truth was, it hurt because it mattered.
That's such an important realization. I learned that feeling pain doesn't mean you're weak. It means you care. For me, the turning point came when I finally allowed myself to admit, I'm not okay. I stopped trying to fix everything immediately and just sat with that truth. It was uncomfortable, but also strangely relieving.
Acceptance feels scary at first, but it opens the door to healing.
Yes, once I accepted where I was, I could finally ask myself what I needed instead of what I should be doing.
For me, building a stronger mindset started with changing how I spoke to myself. After that disappointment, my inner voice became very harsh. Every small mistake felt like proof that I wasn't good enough.
I know that voice very well.
One day, I wrote down the things I was saying to myself, and I was shocked. I would never speak that way to someone I love. That moment changed how I treated myself.
I had a similar moment. I remember looking in the mirror after a long day and thinking, why can't you handle this like everyone else? And then I realized how unfair that was. Everyone struggles. We just don't always see it.
Failure played a big role in shaping my mindset, too.
Me too. There was a time when one setback made me question everything I had built. I felt like I had taken several steps backward.
What helped you move forward?
Honestly, slowing down. I stopped pushing myself to feel better quickly. I started journaling, not to find solutions, but to understand my emotions. Writing helped me see patterns in my thinking.
That's beautiful. For me, talking to one trusted friend made all the difference. Saying things out loud made them feel less powerful.
Support is such an underrated form of strength.
Yes, we often think we need to handle everything alone to prove we're strong.
But real strength, I've learned, is knowing when to ask for help.
Rest was another turning point for me.
Same. I used to believe rest was something you earned after finishing everything.
I remember feeling guilty for resting, like I was falling behind.
And yet, when I finally allowed myself to rest, my mind became clearer. I stopped reacting emotionally and started responding thoughtfully.
Boundaries were hard for me emotionally,
They were for me too. Saying no felt selfish at first.
but every time I ignored my limits, I felt more disconnected from myself.
Learning to say no was uncomfortable, but it gave me back a sense of control.
If you could go back and tell yourself one thing during that difficult time, what would it be?
I would say, you don't have to be strong right now. You just have to be honest. What about you?
I would say, this moment does not define you. It's shaping you.
That's powerful. Before we end today, I want to speak to anyone listening who feels tired of trying to be strong. If you're struggling, it doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're human. A strong mindset isn't built through pressure or perfection. It's built through patience, self-compassion, and the courage to face yourself honestly. You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need to feel confident all the time. Just take one step. Tell yourself the truth and allow yourself to rest when you need it. Thank you for being here and listening to our stories. This has been the 5-Minute English Practice. I'm Jessica, and I'll talk to you again very soon.